The impending release of Bloomburrow has made some cards spike this week, but there are also some moving down as the market shifts its attention to new cards and strategies. This video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can pre-order Bloomburrow, Duskmourn House of Horror, or find a number of other great products on their website. Remember, shipping is free in the United States if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles. And if you're looking for a direct link to the site, check out the description or the comment section below. You'll find the links in both places. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch, where today we're going to look at the top 10 coldest cards of the week. Now, when we say cold cards, we don't mean necessarily that they're seeing less play. In some cases, the cards are still seeing lots, but we are referring to the price of the cards. So these are cards moving down in value this week, and we look at two pieces of criteria to decide on our top 10. We want to see a decrease in the percentage value of these cards, but we also want to see a true decrease in the number of sales from week to week. Quickly before we get into it though, I do want to say thank you to one of our gold patrons, and that is Todd Branch. Todd, thank you for all the support you give in the channel as a gold patron. Also, you may recognize Todd's name as somebody I thank frequently for a lot of various generous super thanks tips. So thank you, Todd. Couldn't do it without viewers like yourself. Truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Coming in at number 10 is Creeping Bloodsucker, down $1.06 to $6.43. That's a 14% decrease. This is designated as a common, but it's from Jumpstart 2022, so it is harder to find than a regular common. Creeping Bloodsucker has been very hot since it has a decent upkeep trigger, meaning a lot of players wanted it for their commander builds around Obeka Splitter of Seconds from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Now though, the market has moved on from Obeka and this card is dropping some. With that being said though, the card is still seeing a lot of commander play, and not just Obeka, but in a number of decks including some new ones. It's in builds around Sorin of House Markov from Modern Horizons 3, and in deck lists around Gev Scaled Scourge from the upcoming Bloomburrow set. Number 9 this week is Herald of Hoofbeats. It goes down $1.14 to $6.72. That's a 15% decrease. This card was number 7 on our cold list last week. This week it lands at the number 9 spot. It has seen some commander play. The most popular deck running it is Sidar Jabari of Zhalfir, but recently many wanted to pick up Herald of Hoofbeats to upgrade the Modern Horizons 3 Tricky Terrain commander deck. Others wanted it for fresh builds around Omo Queen of Vesuva from there. Creatures that receive everything counters from Omo have horsemanship if Herald of Hoofbeats is in play, which can be difficult to deal with. Now though, the market and players are shifting their attention away from commander builds around cards from Modern Horizons 3 in order to focus on new cards and strategies from MTG Universes beyond Assassin's Creed, Bloomburrow, and even Duskmourn. Although Herald of Hoofbeats has appeared in some commander builds around an Assassin's Creed card, that is Hatham Kenway. Number 8 is Thalia and the Gitrog Monster from March of the Machine. It goes down $1.21 to $9.24. That's a 12% decrease. Here we have a popular commander, and it's in the 99 of several decks there as well. Builds around this were getting a boost due to some cards from Modern Horizons 3 recently, including this one here, the Necrobloom. Additionally, you were seeing Thalia and the Gitrog Monster show up in decks where Necrobloom was the commander. That's why the card was so hot recently, but now, like I said, the market is shifting its attention to newer cards and strategies, so Thalia and the Gitrog Monster is moving down some this week. Number 7 is Double Down. It goes down $1.36 to $4.69. That's a 22% decrease. You know what counts as an outlaw? Assassins. So this is seeing a lot more commander play now thanks to Assassin's Creed. And because of that, Double Down has been hot. It's in a bunch of builds that either include new assassins or use new assassins as their commander. Some examples of these builds include Ezio Blade of Vengeance, that one's from the starter kit, and these cards from the Assassin's Creed main set, Ezio Auditore da Firenze, as well as the partner commanders Evie Fry and Jacob Fry, but the deck that wants Double Down the most currently is Edward Kenway. Now though, we are seeing Double Down retract some as the market moves on to other things. Number 6 is the Gitrog Monster. The Shadows over Innistrad copy is down $1.86 to $13.44. That's a 12% decrease. The Mystery Booster copy down $1.94 to $13.70. That's a 16% decrease. This has been a popular commander, and the recent land-focused cards in Modern Horizons 3 have pushed those builds. But the commander build that's been really moving Gitrog up is the one around this card here, the Necrobloom. Now though, like many of the other cards on our list today, the Gitrog monster moves down as the market moves on. Although, keep an eye on it since I am seeing some putting the card in commander deck lists around a new card from Bloomburrow, that is Glarb Calamity's Augur. Quickly before we get to our top 5, just a quick reminder, this video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can pick up Bloomburrow products there. You can also pre-order Duskmourn House of Horror products as well, and they have a whole lot of other things on their website, both MTG related and otherwise. Remember, if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also, if you're looking for a direct link to their site, just check out the comment section or the description below. I do have links posted in both of those places. And now, without any further ado, let's look at the top 5. Coming in at number 5 is Chatterfang Squirrel General from Modern Horizons 2. This is down $2.12 to $8.89 for a 19% decrease. So Bloomburrow is bringing squirrels back in a big way, which means commander builds around this card are going to be seeing a lot more play. Chatterfang is also in deck lists around some cards from the new sets, including Egret Eater of All and Camellia the Seed Miser. Additionally, it's in deck lists around a couple of cards from the upcoming Squirreled Away commander deck, the front-facing commander Hazel of the Root Bloom, and the Odd Acorn Gang. So why is Chatterfang Squirrel General going down in value then? Simple, it's being reprinted in that aforementioned Squirreled Away commander deck, so a lot more copies are about to hit the marketplace. Coming in at number 4 is Elegant Parlor. This is down $2.83 to $13 for an 18% decrease. This land is all over Modern right now. Most decks using it only run a copy or two, but it's in a lot of builds, including some popular ones, like Boros Energy, Mardu Energy, Jeskai Control, and Ruby Storm. Elegant Parlor made its mark in Commander 2. It's been showing up in a bunch of different builds there, including new ones, like Altair Ibn Lahad from Assassin's Creed, and now Balin the Haymaker from Bloomburrow. Ultimately though, Modern was the key driver for Elegant Parlor's price, and now the meta is starting to solidify after the recent changes that occurred when Modern Horizons 3 came out. Players are no longer scrambling to build decks, so some staple land cards, like Elegant Parlor, are calming down. Number 3, Flayer of Loyalties, down $4.61 to $18.92. That's a 20% decrease. This Eldrazi has been in the popular Zulodok Void Gorger commander builds for a while, but recently the creature type got a big push in the format thanks to the support that came from Modern Horizons 3. Sure, more players were playing Zulodok decks, but Flayer was also finding its way into commander decks built around some new cards. It was a good upgrade to the Modern Horizons 3 Eldrazi Incursion commander deck, and it was used in fresh builds around the front-facing commander from there, Ululek Fused Atrocity. Flayer of Loyalties was in commander decks around a few cards from the main set too, like Huragast Erupting Nullkite, Emrakul the World Anew, and Ulamog the Defiler. Now I'm even seeing Flayer in deck lists around a card from Bloomburrow, the infamous Cruel Claw. But the simple fact of the matter is that the market is moving away from Eldrazi and onto other things, so Flayer moves down some this week. But it is still quite a bit more expensive than before the price increases began at the end of May. Our number 2 card this week is Seeds of Innocence, down $5.04 to $19.95. That's a 20% decrease. This reserve list card spent the last 2 weeks at number 3 on the hot list. Now it arrives at number 2 on the cold list. There was a time when it was showing up in some legacy sideboards. You don't really see it happening as much currently. So why was it moving up? Well, it combos with a card from Bloomburrow, Egret Eater of All. I am seeing some players including Seeds of Innocence in their early commander deck lists around Egret. But how many times have we seen this? A card gets hot and spikes only to retract some shortly after as sellers try to take advantage, and that's what's happening with Seeds of Innocence this week. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Squandered Resources, down $13.11 to $49.97. That is a 21% decrease. This reserve list card was number 2 on the hot list last week. This week it lands at our top spot on the cold list. As you know, sometimes reserve list cards have a life of their own. But like the last card, this one was moving up for a real reason. It has been getting increased commander play and builds around the Necro Bloom from Modern Horizons 3. As you can see, Squandered Resources plays really well with this. But like we have been discussing, the market moves fast nowadays, and it is leaving cards from the Necro Bloom builds behind already. Also, I'm sure that a lot of sellers that had copies of Squandered Resources brought it to the marketplace in an attempt to take advantage of the recent spikes. That extra inventory always leads to some retraction. And with that being said, that does it for our top 10 cold cards of the week. Now you're saying to yourself, okay, that's all well and good, but what cards are moving up in value? Well, we got you covered. Check out the Market Watch video we put out yesterday looking at the top 10 hot cards of the week. Until next time though, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon and have a great day.